Welcome you all for today's video lecture. I am Dr. Aruna, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce. So today we are going to see about strategic management. So let us see the introduction part of strategic management. Before moving on to strategic management, what is strategy? Strategy is a plan, or it's an action, or it's a tactics adopted by the organization to achieve their organization goal. So the overall goal of an organization will be achieved based on the strategic management. So the strategy is just a management process through which organization analyze the internal and the external factors. After taking into consideration of the internal and external factors, they try to align the organization goal and try to achieve the goal of the overall goal of the organization. So next let us see the nature of the strategic management. So regarding the nature, first nature is the goal oriented. Always strategy is focused on the goal. So the organization goal. So by taking into consideration of internal goal and also there is external and external factors, they try to achieve the goal of an organization. So second concept is about the interrogative. Interrogative is nothing but it's a combination of all the departmental functions. They try to combine each and every department goal and try to achieve the overall goal of the organization. And each and every individual department should achieve the goal to attain the overall goal of an organization, that is called as a interrogative. The third one is future oriented. So generally which emphasize the long-term planning and the forecasting. So the strategy adopted by the organization, it focus on long-term goal of an organization according to the long-term goal. And next one is dynamic. Why it is called as dynamic? In the sense that they are taking into consideration of both the internal and the external environment. So they consider both the internal and the external environment of the organization. So both will be reflecting to fix the strategy of the organization. And next thing is about the continuous process. So always the strategy is continuous in nature. Why? Because so day by day the competition is also be increasing. So many competitors are there for one particular product. So it's essential for the organization to adopt the strategy, latest strategy, plan or a method or a new tactics to control and also over to compete the competitors. Okay. Next we are going to see about the strategic management process. So the process which consists of four. The first thing is about environmental scanning. The organization has to scan the internal and the external factors. And the second thing is about the strategic form, that is formulation. Formulating the idea for their business is called as a strategic formulation. And third thing is about the strategic implementation. So they try to implement the strategy. So according how they try to implement means out of giving the necessary training to the manpower and making some changes in the organization and doing some minor changes in the organization, they try to achieve the goal of an organization. And finally the strategic evaluation. So after implementing the plan, they try to see to what extent they can able to obtain the goal. So they will measure the efficiency level of the organization. And next thing we are going to see about there is the same concept of environmental scanning. So under the environmental scanning, they will be taking into consideration of the internal and the external factors. Internal factors about the resource, availability of resource in the organization, capability of the organization, capability of manpower available inside the organization, and the third thing is organizational structure. So to what extent all these three things are cooperating will give the success to the organization. So all these three factors are inside the organization, that is why it is called as an internal factors. And next thing we are going to, that is under this external factors, next thing we are going to see about the external factors. So the external factors are generally called as opportunities and threat. So why it is called as an opportunities or threat means which is outside the organization, which is going to be happen outside the organization. See, under this external factors, they'll be for analyzing these external factors, they'll be taking into consideration of various tools to analyze the external factors. So the tools will be taking into consideration like PASTEL. It means P remains for political, economic, social, technological, and also environmental and legal. All these factors are from the external side of the business. So all these things are reflecting on each and every action will be reflecting on the business. And next tool is about the Porter's 5 Force. So Porter's 5 Force will be explaining about the competition. There is a competition available in the market. If there is more competition, the profit for the business will be very less. The second thing is about the threat to enter. If there is a threat to enter into the business means automatically they have to spend more cost and to sustain in the market, and not only that, the profit earned by them is automatically be reduced due to this reason. And the third thing is about the bargaining power of the supplier and the buyer. So if the bargaining power of the supplier is more, the cost of product will be very high. If the product cost is very high, the profit earned by the company will be drastically be very low. And the next thing is also similarly like the buyer also. If the bargaining power of the buyer is also be very high, the profit of the company will be very low. So all these things are threatening the business. So that is called as threaten to the substitutes. So even so many competitors will be there for the similar product will also be reflected in the business. And the next thing is about the SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis is a combination of strength, weakness, opportunities and the threat. Strength and weakness are the internal factors of an organization, whereas opportunities and threat are the external factors of an organization. So all these external factors will be reflected in the strategy adopted by the organization. And the second thing is about that is called as environmental scanning. So before scanning the business, they will be taking into consideration of both internal and external factors of the organization, environment. And next thing is about the strategic formulation. So under the strategic formulation, the strategy adopted by the organization is based on the three things. First thing is about the corporate level strategy. So corporate level strategy is called as a strategy adopted by the organization for the overall, for the entire organization is called as a corporate level strategy. So the plan is taken for the entire organization. They may have the separate, it may be related to the product extension, product line extension or something. So that is called as a corporate level strategies. So why? Because the organization wanted to diversify. For example, you can take a Reliance company, Reliance Group. So they have been elaborating their business by adopting the new technology, new product and new market. They always try to enter into the new market in their business. So that is overall, that is called as a corporate level strategy. It's a strategy adopted by the organization for extending their business. And the second one is called as a business level strategy, and business level strategy is especially reflect on the that is only for one particular product or for one particular brand or for one particular thing. So generally it is related to the cost leadership, differentiation. either so by reducing the cost or if there is for example we can take the Samsung, they'll be introducing the phone on the different price range especially for satisfying the all different level of the customers. So that is called as a business level strategy. So even the Apple phone, they'll be day by day they've been introducing the new product in the market to satisfy their customer. So if any one particular product, there is any one particular business, if they've been planning to succeed or to obtain the customers from the different angle, is called as a business level strategy. And the third concept is called as a functional level. It's a strategy adopted by the each and every department in the organization to achieve the goal, overall goal of an organization. Each and every individual department will be obtaining the different plan. And especially why? Because each and every department should take step to achieve the overall goal of an organization. The coordination of each and every department are more essential to obtain the success of the business. So all these three strategies are called as a strategic formulation. So depend upon the need of an organization, any one of the strategy will be adopted by the organization. And next thing is strategic implementation. So as per this implementation is concerned, that is how they have been, after choosing the strategy, proper strategy, they have to implement the strategy in their business. So while implementing the strategy, they have to take into consideration of various factors like allocation of resources, designing the organization of structure. Why? Because according to the type of strategy what they adopted, they have to make some necessary changes in their business to implement the ideas, implement their ideas or implementing their strategies. So they will be taking into consideration of leading, management, some changes and aligning some changes in their business to implement the strategy whatever they adopted. And whatever the tactics they adopted, if they wanted to adopt the new tactics, mean they have to make some minor changes in the business. So this concept is called as a strategic implementation. And next thing is about the strategic evaluation and the control. So strategic evaluation is after implementing the idea into the business, after implementing the new plan or tactics or method into the business, they have to monitor that to what extent the strategy is giving the success to the business. And the success will be measured. First, the performance will be measured by adopting the different indicators. And not only that, after that they will be monitoring the progress. To what extent the goal of an overall goal of an organization has been achieved. And next thing we are going to see about the techniques for the strategic management. So regarding the technique, first technique is dynamic and the competitive strategy. So always the business have to adopt the competitive strategies. So they will be adopting the competitive strategies in the different angle. The first thing is about the constant change. So some organization, if they've been unable to survive, they'll be making up the, if there is more competitors for their product, means always they wanted to make some changes in the business. So whatever the changes they adopted or whatever the strategy they have been adopted or continuous in nature. So that is called as a constant change. And the second thing is about the action reaction cycle. So under this action reaction cycle, in a sense that, so if suppose the price of some other the competitors have been if they reduce the price of the product, mean similarly even the manufacturers wanted to reduce their price to sustain their customer in the market. So that is if the action of some person will give the reaction to the businessman. They will be reacting the action in their business. So why? Because if someone reduces the price, means automatically which reflect on their product. They will be stop buying their product and they wanted to buy the good quality at the cheaper price product. People will be started giving the preference for the low price product. So if the same quality lower price if they offer me, the people will be started giving the preference. So to compete that, even the manufacturers have to adopt some, they have to react towards that action and they have to make some changes in the business. So that the manufacturers should also adopt the new strategy to sustain their customer. It is called as action reaction cycle. And the third thing is about the temporary advantage. Sometimes to obtain the temporary benefit, the manufacturer will be making some changes in the method or tactics for the temporary period. So after the certain period, they try to obtain their own strategy. So the strategy will be adopted only for one short period. So why? Because if any changes have been taken place in the environment, to adopt the changes, the manufacturer should also make some changes in the organization temporarily. And so which may also lead the manufacturer to give some innovative product to the consumer. And the next thing is about the strategic interdependence. So as per this, generally which is the success of the product will be entirely depend upon the response towards the competitors more. If the competitors have been products or more response, and it is also will be giving more powerful means, automatically the manufacturer should make some changes in their business also. So the next concept is about the situational analysis. The next method of the technique is the situational analysis. So situational analysis is adopted based on the SWOT. There are different tools will be applied under the situational analysis is SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis will be generally reflecting about the strength, weakness, opportunities and threat. Strength and weakness are the internal factors. Opportunities and threat are the external factors of the organization. And the next thing is about the TWAS matrix. So generally which is also be reflected by applying the SWOT analysis in a different angle, like the internal strength and the weakness will be compared, and the external opportunities and threat will be compared by the organization. And the strategic formulation will be made on the SWOT analysis is based on the SWO, that is strength and opportunities will be compared by the organization, and the weakness and opportunities will be compared, and the strength will also be compared with the trend, and also weakness will be compared with the threat. So the strength, weakness, opportunities and threat will be taken on the matrix, and accordingly they will be applying the concept on the different angle and analyze the new idea for the business. And next thing is about the portfolio analysis tools. So regarding this portfolio analysis tools, the first thing is BCG matrix. So BCG matrix will be generally reflecting the different categories of business unit, like stars, cash cows. So stars will be generally reflecting the high growth industries, and the market share will also be very high. And the next thing is about the cash cow. So under the cash cow, there is a low growth market, and so market share, there is high share in the market. So next thing is about the question mark. Question mark will be generally reflecting the high growth with low market share companies. And the fourth thing is about the dog. Dog will be reflecting the low growth but low market shares. So it is generally based on the market growth and the market shares. They will be analyzing the business is called as a BCG matrix. And second thing is about the MC, that is Kinsey and GE matrix. So regarding this, they will be evaluating the business unit on the different basis on the industry of attractiveness, and not only that, business strength. So as per this, they will be using the 9-cell grid, and based on that they will be analyzing the business on the different angle. And last thing is about ADL matrix. ADL matrix will be reflecting the generally based on analyzing the business strength versus the industrial life cycle. It starts from the introduction stage and till the decline stage. So right from introducing the product in the market till declining in the market, they will be reflecting to what extent the business have been coordinated, to what extent business have given the growth. Based on that, they will be analyzing the business. So all these tools will be applied by the organization, especially for the purpose of fixing some proper strategy for their business. And next thing we are going to see about the different level of strategy in the strategic management. So as per this different level of strategy in strategic management, so first thing we are going to see about the corporate level strategy as we discussed already. Corporate level strategy, and that is, it is the strategy has been taken for the entire organization. As I already told, the Tata Group decided to expand their electric vehicle. And the second thing is about business level strategy. It is taken only for one particular product or the one particular product line. And the third thing is about the functional level strategy. Functional level strategies have been taken for the particular department. Okay, so these are the various strategies have been adopted by the organization. Thank you.